Welcome to our training about booking processes and the login on your Reiseplan.de account. When you first log in, you have this homepage. You can see on the top right corner the travel agency which is responsible for you, the phone number for direct contact, and you have here a travel plan. If a trip, or if you have a trip in the future, it will be displayed in this calendar here with an icon at the date you are traveling. You can also search for travels here, and over here you would have bookings. If there are open bookings, they will be shown here in a chronological order, and the important information for employees show current information about your company's business trips, for example, a change in the travel policy. Current travel information show you open bookings and, for example, also the travel expenses in a certain time frame. At first, we recommend you to go to this data of Reiseplan and go to your user profile and try to fill in as many fields as possible. Your personal travel profile, the most important one. You can add a card here, for example, your passport, a credit card for your company, the frequent flyer cards, a hotel or a car rental card, and also a Bahn card. You just click on add, and here you have to be aware to choose the right one. If you have a Bahn card business, choose this one, and Bahn card private, this one. It also depends if you have a first class or second class Bahn card. You can easily change your password here. You can add a visa depending on where you're traveling. You can select train bookings, for example, when you have a standard departure station or a standard destination station, you can add them here. Here you can select your trip criteria. For example, for hotels, if you want a smoking room or a disco or a conference room would be important for our business travelers, you can add them here. You have also these options for flights and train bookings, for example, always a window seat. You have also this for the car rental bookings. You can save your changes here, and it will be displayed on your future bookings. Now I will start to show you the flights. You click on this horizontal bar on the flight icon and be redirected to the flight search. You can choose a place of departure, for example, Berlin, and the city of destination, for example, Frankfurt, the outward flight date, as well as the return flight date, and a departure or arrival time. You can choose between a time frame or a specific time. You have the type of the flight, a round trip, a one-way or open jar, multi-stop flight. For our example, a round trip is the right one. You can choose your preferred airline, the class you want to fly with, and the radius of the airports. You have 1 to 4 travelers, and you can also choose the fare here. For our example, it would be useful to click on only direct flights to get the fastest way possible. We click on the search option, and the system will then load the current flights which are available, also prices. We can see them here. They are sorted by price, starting with EasyJet, going down to, for example, Lufthansa flights. We can also choose this mix option, to choose EasyJet, for example, but you can choose this one or this one. The price will always be updated here. Then we can click booking. Also possible with different Lufthansa flights. Here we have our train. It shows the cheapest option by train and also the fastest option by train. For further trains or detailed trains, we have over here the train icon, which I will cover a bit later. When we click back on Mix, we can choose here the booking. We take our Lufthansa flights. It will then load our flight details and the price over here, how it's overviewed. You can see here we have the outward flight, the return flight, also the dates and the times. We have here different options. For example, we can also choose the classic rate or the flexible rate to the prices shown here. Click on booking. As we use the best fare rate, we get Lufthansa the light fare. You can see it in the next step. Over here we have the class, the economy class, but the light rate. Same with the return flight. Here your reason of your trip can be added, the customer data and the type of payment. These will be pre-selected if your user profile I showed you before is filled out, and yeah, it would be pre-selected, so you have much less to do. You may choose seats here. You can read the terms and conditions of the supplier and then click on booking with obligation to pay. Our next one is the hotel search. You just click on the hotel icon and type in a city of destination, an address like a street or point of interest like a railway station. We, for example, can type in again Berlin and we can choose the city here. If you have a hotel name, you can add it here. We have a radius. We want to search. I think we take the Berlin Hauptbahnhof, the main railway station in the city. The radius 2 kilometers, an arrival date, and also departure date. We can have a price start, for example, starting on 40 euros. The desired category, 2 stars or 3 stars or even 4 to 5. We take 2 stars, 1 person up to 9 and room up to 9 is possible. We click on the search button and the results are being loaded. We are waiting for a provider. In our case, it's the hotel website eHotel, which checks for us the current hotels. Here we have the search results. They are sorted by price and rates, going from the lowest price to all the way down to the highest price. We have also the possibility to show us the map. We have our destination here, the Berlin Hauptbahnhof, shown with a blue dot, and all around here are the hotels in our radius, showing as a green dot. We can, for example, choose this Meininger Hotel because it's near our Berlin Hauptbahnhof. We now click on the price. These are loading the hotel informations. We have the contact here, the travel date, the address, and also the rooms and the prices. We have hotel information, the equipment, and the directions showing on Google Maps. We can then click the book button and have a quick overview of our hotel, the conditions, the room information, and the reason for our trip again, the customer data, the type of payment, and the information of the supplier, in this case the Meininger Hotel, the cancellation policies, and also that breakfast is excluded, but would be €7.90 per person and per night. Then again we can accept the terms and conditions and click on yes, book with obligation to pay. Our third option is booking a car rental. You can see over here the different car rental agencies you can choose from, or you click all if you haven't got a preferred one. We have the country of rental, Germany for example, the pickup location, again the calendar function, and the time. We have the city of renting. We take again Berlin, but we can choose an airport like Berlin-Tegel. We have the category of our car, the location. If we would choose just Berlin, it would show all city or airport stations, for example. Price limit, maybe important if your company says you have a price limit, you can type it in here, and now we click search. We have the search results here, again sorted by price. We can take the VW Golf here, for example, having the station infos, the opening times or the address, the telephone number. You can add extras here. And like a navigation system, for example, and have here the flight information, flight number, return flight. So if your flight is delayed or cancelled, the station will know, or yeah, they will know. You can check it. Here you can type in the email address of a colleague and a remark. If you, for example, want to book this car with this colleague, you can add his address and a remark here. We click on book. Again, we have a quick overview of our booking data here, having again the reason of your trip, the customer data, the type of payment, and the information of the supplier. And the terms and conditions can be read here. And then again, we click on yes, book with obligation to pay. And our last possibility is booking a train. There we click on this train icon. We are asked for additional data for our train booking. You can choose them here, the credit card, for example. If one is in your profile, you can choose it here as a preset. Then we continue with a seat reservation, or also possible without a seat reservation. I would say we continue with a seat reservation, and we will be redirected to the Deutsche Bahn site. Here we have the normal search. As said here, we can look for a train from Frankfurt to Hamburg. On these dates we can select here. Also the time again, and if it's the departure time or the arrival time. Stopovers can be added here. And the duration of transfer can be here if you want more time to transfer between different trains. We have the amount of travelers up to 5 and your Bahn card, which will be pre-selected if you already added in your profile, as I showed you in the beginning. If you want to travel first class or second class, and also the cancellation if you want separate tickets for your journey. This will be interesting if you want to cancel, for example, the return journey. Then it would be useful to have separate tickets for each journey. You can now click on search, showing the journeys here, the stations, the stops. You can have the details here, the times, the arrival time and the departure time, the duration of the whole trip, and the prices, 2 different ones, the saving fares and the flexible fares. Then you click on return journey, having this is the total price for for your both ways, the saving fares here and the flexible offers, we click the flex offers, having then options between the normal flex price or the flex price business to the conditions here. We can also have show condition details here. We take the normal flex price and we click on continue. We have our journey information here, also like prices over here and the seat reservation prices, the address of the passenger will be here, as well as the credit card. If this is in your profile again, these will be pre-selected. You can click on continue. These are the 4 options you have. Now we go back to our home page and you can click on travel management for seeing the booking history. You can search here if you want to look up all, or for example just the hotels that were booked. Then you can choose the period of the travel or also the booking period. You click on search. Here you've also the team bookings. If you have the rights, you can log in for a colleague with his username and his name, having your colleague here. Then you can log in through this door icon and book, for example, a flight or a hotel in his name. That was our little showcase about our website. We have other different videos about booking a flight or a hotel, for example, which you can see on our website as well. Thank you for your attention.